Evening all, welcome to Kicking Dust. This is today going to be something a bit painful to watch, but it's going to be, I think, part of the new 1.6 discussion point, which seems to be the totally different kind of nature that you play the game now. So it's going to be a bit all over the place, but trust me, it's going to be interesting. First off, let's talk about certainly the there's kind of an interesting scenario that's created, because not only have they released a new patch, there's also now a triple SP event. So all of a sudden you've kind of all of the veterans certainly have rushed back to the game to get their triple SP, because hey, who wouldn't? And obviously with 1.6 is new hit detection system. I can only say that it pretty much is now negating any point of using prototype. Controversial, I know, but maybe this is part of the problem that was always present of proto stomping, etc. So certainly from what I can see, the game now, because hit detection is fixed, it doesn't really matter how many hit points you're stacking on your suit. Well, it kind of does, but it's less important, let's say. Because quite frankly, you'll get rolled with an AR in less than a second, and this is really something that I think maybe wasn't this wasn't something that happened that was maybe by design. Let me explain, because you may have noticed that everybody's kind of running damage fits. The Galactic Assault is now the best suit in the game, bar none, because you just stack it with plates, you stack it with damage mods, you run a Gek, and or a Devol if you really fancy it, but you run an AR nonetheless, and you pretty much will wipe out anything. Caldari are massively gibbed now, because shield and damage mods are on the same band, so effectively you're kind of having to run an armor tank on your Caldaris, etc. So yeah, this is I'm not sure if I like this or I hate it. I don't know. To me, it's completely changed the way Dust was, because I was obviously running 1,000 hit point brick tank suit for quite a while, and to be honest, it was always easy just to out damage your opponent, because quite frankly, a Devol was good and it would do that. Whereas now, I think I'm losing 1,000 hit point suit in about a second, because with aim assist, with the way that how accurate some of these people are, and the damage outputs they do with 3 damage mods or even just 2, but with a Devol or a Gek, it's wrecking stuff. So even a heavy suit with 2,000 hit points is still being taken down in maybe 2 seconds. And with hit detection, or rather aim assist, it's just piss easy to kill stuff now. I don't know if this is good or bad. I don't look for me for an answer for this. I think it's just the new way the game is. But I mean, look at that guy. He just took me out in seconds. Literally less than a second, because it's just too easy to kind of get shots on. I have also started playing with the controller as well, because I mean, aim assist is ridiculously good. I mean, I knew it was always quite potent, let's say, but my god, it's ridiculous. It literally is just like, no bro, I got this, and then all of a sudden the computer takes over your targeting, and that's it. You've got headshots, and you're just sat there thinking, well, that's rather good, isn't it? But then you realize that actually everybody's running fits now which just have massive damage per shot, very high rates of fire, and aim assist. Yeah, that's a load of shit, to be honest with you. Particularly when you look at certain corps. We're playing What the French here. What the French are pretty bad offenders at this. I mean, I have come across some of their guys playing dominations, and I am just staggered at how many of them are running pretty much Geks. They're running 3 damage mods, they're running plates, and they're running assault suits, mostly Galante. It really is like, we used to call this the beardy kind of fits, the really beardy kind of, chinny, yeah, come on, we know what you're doing. And sadly, I think that a lot of people playing the game doing this now. So if you're perhaps still running your old fits, I would suggest you probably take a look again, because the game has evolved beyond that now. You don't really need necessarily a tank. I would even go as far to say you don't even need a prototype suit anymore. I have actually been running advanced suits. I know, what the hell, but I'm not running my scout suit really much anymore. This match is a bit of an anomaly, but generally I've been running the other stuff. And I have been running, no word of a lie, and you may have even seen me running around with this bit, a staff recruiter blueprint original Caldari assault militia suit, a staff recruiter assault rifle, and 2 damage mods, and I think a plate and a nano hive, and that's it. And I have got more kills with that. I'm wasting prototypes because I'm able to aim assist, shoot them in the face. It's so easily. the whole game is just completely different now. So whereas before I used to kind of praise it as quite a tactical shooter, because obviously it was, you know, there was tactics certainly there. I've got to admit lately I don't see much tactics anymore. It feels incredibly like COD and Battlefield 4 now, which isn't a bad thing, but I think it's certainly not the dust I remember. I'm not moaning about it. I think if this is the way the game's going, then so be it. You know, I don't particularly have an interest left or right, but it does feel a very different game, and I think already you're seeing just people exploit this whole new way incredibly, and I think some of the bigger corps are just, they're literally, I would almost say they're, quote, taking the piss with this new fit. Because all it is just endless assault rifles, and if you run other guns, if you're familiar with other guns, if you enjoy other guns, then you know, that's cool. All power to you. But I honestly wouldn't waste your time. I think, quite frankly, the assault rifle is the boss now. I know everyone tells me it's going to get nerfed when obviously the rail rifle comes out. I think people are telling me the fall off is going to change or some bullshit like that. Then that's cool. That's really good. But the simple fact is that it's probably too little too late, because I think, you know, the rail rifle will just take over wherever this gun, you know, currently takes off. And you can see, look at that, ridiculous. I mean, I was missing half of those, but as it stands, I really do, I'm kind of just sort of, you're sensing hesitancy in my voice, I guess, because I'm just kind of not sure if I like or hate this. Because it feels good. Some of the stuff just feels so cool now. When you run around with shotguns, you're just so funny. But and even the flaylocks working again, I've had such a laugh with flaylocks. But I think the AR, aim assist, damage, and plate crew are just kind of pissing me off now. I think that if you could have a match without that fitting in the game, this game would be sublime. But because you've got so many of the big corps who figured out that you just run a GEC with 3 damage mods and 2 plates or whatever it may be, you're going to wreck anything. They're kind of ruining it. I know that's so stupid, because how can a fit ruin a game? But I just think at the moment, when they're acing you across the map because they're just that good a shot, and you'll run from cover and they'll just gun you down because, hey, aim assist, lol. It's just, you know, the whole thing is just a bit... yeah. If I was a, you know, proper reviewer, and if I was like, you know, had some kind of, you know, credibility and merit about me, I would probably say that this takes the game from like maybe an 8 out of 10 down to a 6 out of 10, because I just think that you can't really, I don't know how to put it, you can't really have such a good game with all of these components when none of them get used. Do you know what I mean? It's like they might as well just provide a little black box that you press when you see an enemy and they die. That's pretty much how it feels at the moment. There's no skill. Aim assist is ridiculous, and I think ARs are overpowered and you'll do a phenomenal amount of damage. So it's very difficult to kind of sit there and say, wow, that was a really good gun battle, because quite frankly you sit there and think, well, their aim assist got me quicker than my aim assist could get them. I'm not moaning, seriously, I'm actually not moaning. It really is a weird feeling here, because I've got to admit this is the best Dust I've played ever. Some of the matches we've had where you don't get these, I don't know what we want to call them, I want to call them kind of dick stompers, because they are complete dicks for running these fits. It feels shit when you kind of come across them, but when you're in a match where they're not there, where everybody's kind of running normal fits or experimental fits, it feels quite good. Even militia, I mean, for God's sake, some of the militia fit, you know, fights we've had lately have been hilarious. But then it's always ruined by one squad of, you know, whoever coming in. They're all running either a completely brick tank scout with an assault rifle with prototype, with damage mods, etc., or they're running a Galante or Caldari assault suit with all plates, all damage mods, and assault rifle, Devol, or a GEC, and it just feels a bit meh, you know? Anyway, I'm not going to say any more about it. I think post in the comments if you agree, post in the comments if you disagree. I think I'm interested to know what people think, but I don't, you know, again, I'm kind of hesitant to say it's a problem. I just think it's kind of a shame, because that particular fitting with that particular gun and that particular mindset of fuck the fun, let's just win, I don't know, it kind of bothers me a bit. I think I'd love to see more people using flaylocks, plasma cannons, forge guns, heavy machine guns. Scrambler rifles are brilliant, but yet not many people are using them. You know, submachine guns. You know, there's so many different guns out there, yet people aren't using them, because quite frankly you just fit your damage mod plated assault suit with your GEC, and you're going to clean up and you're going to go 30-2, because they are ridiculously good. And as long as you're running it with aim assist, as long as you're running it with, you know, a pretty good eye, you're going to absolutely destroy people. And I think it's kind of a shame, to be honest. But there we go. I don't know, what can we do about this? I think hopefully that, you know, the assault rifle is going to be nerfed to fuck, because at the moment, if they don't do it, I think, quite frankly, a lot of people are just going to either A, skill into AR and forget all of the other guns, and all of a sudden everyone's like, what the hell's this game? Or you're going to have a situation where people just think, fuck this, and leave. And I think that is quite a credible problem, because I think a lot of people are kind of saying, well, 1.6 has arrived, the game is completely different to me, it's alien to me. And to be honest, I don't really know if I can be asked to spend the time to invest to learn to play it again. But there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. See you next time.